Hello, the lesson for today is about the technology of cereals, especially about the technology of bread making. Well, cereals have been and still are the basic food of the population. People have developed the ancient culture of cultivation and the using of cereals in bread making and in other dog products. For centuries, this culture has changed under the influence of various factors. For example, the influence of social, cultural, and economical factors. The movement of the people, the development of this technology, the improvement of the communication, and of course the desire of people to try new flavors, new taste, makes possible the exchanging of different traditional methods or technologies of food production and especially of bread making in different countries. The technology of cereals and of course of bread making works to fulfill three main requirements. The first one is to provide to the consumers with essential diverse food products with a pleasant taste, high quality, and of course with high nutritional value. Well, foods that are less sustainable under this technology, they will turn into sustainable products. Also, this technology provides for consumers a rhythmic supply during the 4 seasons with a variety of food products. Well, today in the technology of bread making, we're gonna discuss about the variety of cereals that are used in this technology. We're gonna discuss about the flour, the steps that are needed in this technology, and of course the long-term preservation with the desired quality of different types of bread. Before starting to talk about the technology of bread making, let's mention some definitions about the flour, which is the basic raw material for bread making. Well, flour products are different types of flour, greased and bran. Extraction rate is another definition that it is called the quantity of flour produced by milling 100 kilograms. For example, the rate 96%. What does this mean? Well, from milling 100 kg of cereal, it is obtained 96 kg of flour. This means the rate 96%. The last definition that we're going to mention is about integrated flour. Well, it is called the flour which is obtained from milling of cereals, where from the milling of 100 kg we will receive 100 kg of flour. Types of flour. Well, flours are named according to the type of the grain from which they are produced. So in this situation we have different types of flour like wheat flour, corn flour, rye, barley, oats flour, etc. The flours produced from the same cereal are distinguished from each other because of their extraction rate. Well, when we talk about flour that it is used in bread production, for sure wheat flour is the most important in this sector, and it belongs to the class of the triticum family. The main ingredient of this kind or of this type of flour is the starch. According to the standards for bread production, I used flour with different extraction rate. They start from 0.70 or 70%, 75%, 85%, 90%, and 95%. If you can see, the type of flour using for bread production have a large values of the extraction rate. The second type of flour which is used in bread production is corn flour, and in this case I use just two values of the extraction rate: 92% or 0.92, which is obtained from the embryonic corn, and 77%, which is taken from the non-embryonic corn. Well, corn flour with extraction rate 77% is used in two types of bread production: type A and type B. Well, type A is thin and mixed with wheat flour for wheat bread production. This type of bread is known for low content of the fat. And type B is raw flour, and it is used for the production of cornbread. Other types of flour that we're going to mention is rye flour. In fact, rye ranks second among the cereals which are used for the benefit of the bread production. Unlike wheat, it contains less protein, and it is also known for low content in gluten. For bread production, I used flour with extraction rate 88% and 85%. In general, rye flour in bread production, it is always used in combination with wheat flour for a product with a very high quality. Barley flour, while it is not known so much for human consumption, it is mostly used for beer industry, and it is mainly produced with extraction rate 65, 75 and 87%. Mostly barley flour is used as additive. Oatmeal is the last type of flour that we're going to discuss. Oatmeal, it grows in poor soils and can withstand in cold climates. It has a tremendous nutritional value. This is the reason that it is increasingly used in human consumption, especially for the production of special food products. Oatmeal, it is mainly produced with extraction rate 62%. Characteristic indicators of flour. Well, the first one are organoleptic indicators. These are very important because they help you to find or to choose the right flour for bread making or bread production. The color of the flour, well, it depends from the type and variety of the grain, from flour extraction rate and degree of milling. Aroma and the taste of flour should not have any other odor or taste that it is not part of their natural aroma and taste. The aroma is also an indicative about the conditions of the cereals, but also of the degree of its dissolution. New cereals by type and variety have different characteristics of aroma according to their type. So to evaluate the aroma of cereals, we have to operate in two ways. The first one in cold way. In this case, just in this type of methods, we can take some grains and held in the palm of our hand. After we have tied them, we can smell them, and in this way we can find or smell the aroma of the grain. Another method is in the worm. In a container we can put some grains which are treated with warm water in temperature between 60 to 70 degrees. After this action, we can immediately close the jar with a lid, and then we have to leave these for at least 2 or 3 minutes. After that, we took the grain and we smell them. So in this case, we will find the right aroma of the grain. The last factor is the taste, and even about the taste, it is are some procedures that we have to take, like 2 grams of grain that are purified and boiled. After that, we have to chew in our mouth, and according with the degree of disintegration that the organic matter of the grain has undergo. It may have a sweet, sour taste or mold taste, etc. The last one is the properties of the flour. In this case, the ability to absorb water of the flour is very important, but also physical properties of the dough are important. The second group of characteristic indicators of the flour are physical and chemical indicators. Well, different types of flour have different chemical composition, and these depends on the type and quality of the cereals, as well as on the extraction rate of the flour. Some of the main chemical determination in flour are flour acidity, which is an important indicator because it evaluates the condition of the flour. The acidity of new flours is lower, but when storage conditions like humidity, temperature, and aeration are inadequate, the acidity increases greatly and the flour begins to deteriorate. Well, in addition to storage condition, even the initial moisture of the flour also affect on the acidity of the flour. Quantity and quality of gluten. Well, if we talk about gluten in dough, is related mostly with elasticity. And from a technological evaluation, gluten is divided into three categories. The first, quality gluten, which is related with a good elasticity of dough. Second, quality of gluten is related with average elasticity, and third grade of gluten when the dough it has poor or no elasticity or insufficient elasticity. Flour strength. Well, it indicates the ability to form dough with consistent structure and physical properties throughout the bread making process. It is determined by the protein composition of the flour, salt, and starch. The ability to form gas. It depends on the quality of flour sugars, sugar forming ability, and structural conditions of the starch. The gas forming ability of the flour is measured by the amount of milliliter of carbon dioxide released during the fermentation of dough. Gas forming ability of flours affects the quality indicators of the bread, such as volume, porosity, degree of absorption, color of the crust, and its taste. Let's talk now about the bread formulation. Well, many different types of bread formulation are developed in different regions, and mostly they are based on their traditional food habits. But if we talk about the types of bread, we can classify them as pan bread. Well, this type of bread is popular in the economically developed countries like in USA, Canada, United Kingdom, and Europe. Hard bread or sourdough, well, this category of bread is produced with or without lactic acid fermentation, and it begins to be more popular in France. Flat bread or chapati. Well, this category of bread is popular in Asian countries, and the product is unfermented and flat. Rolls and other small fermented breads. These products generally have high level of sugar and fat, and this is the reason that they are sweeter, have a sweeter taste and softer bite characteristics.